morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at some redonkulous new products that have gone and been revealed. They are things that made me go ooh and ah when I first saw them, and they are very much on my list. They are being released on the 18th of July, which means they don't actually fit in with any particular set. It's too early to fit in with Mega Revolution. They're just kind of extra stuff that's being released, but they are awesome. And let's start off having a look at the absolutely ridiculous 10-key team playmat. Look at it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it. We've got ourselves some Ice-type Pokemon, some Ground-type Pokemon, some Water-type Pokemon with Alolan Raichu for some reason, and we got ourselves some Fire-type Pokemon, although really we're talking more habitat here than typing, and they are absolutely phenomenal. We've just got 4 different types. It's not even between weather, I suppose, more so even than habitat. It's just brilliant. I absolutely adore this. And it's just 4 cool little pictures on a white playmat. And I'm sure some people are going to look at this and be like, well, hang on a second, Wassy. Really? Not a big fan. And look, if you're the kind of person that's looking at this and going, yeah, I don't like it. Cool. No argument here, ladies and gentlemen. No argument here at all. But I am telling you, there are going to be so many people who are watching this video going, hang on a second, that is one of the coolest playmats I've ever seen. And I'm sitting here, and where I am is I'm just like, I don't need another playmat. I've got 1 million playmats, and I buy too many playmats. I definitely don't need more playmats. And yet I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, I love it. Absolutely love it. Gigantic fan. The playmat, I should say, is coming in at 2,970 yen. Just a smidge, tiny little smidge under 3,000 yen. So it's not terribly cheap, but actually, you know, in dollars, you're talking like $20. Just almost exactly $20. In pounds, it's almost exactly £15. That ain't bad, ladies and gentlemen. That ain't bad. We've also then got sleeves, and the sleeves just feature your water scene with Kyogre. The others aren't coming. As far as I can see, we're not getting 4 sets of sleeves, 1 for each of the habitats or weathers or however. It is literally just, you get these. That's all that's on offer. Some people are going to be annoyed about this. Some people are going to think they've chosen right. Once again, I leave it up to you guys to make your own decision. But these are sleeves. They're coming in at 889 yen. They are regular sleeves. And 889 yen, you're talking almost exactly $6 and about £5.50. They're absolutely stunning. But then we got the deck box where we've got the, ground, sun, phrase it how you will. Although to be fair, the front of the deck box literally says, the sun is hot. So I think that kind of tells you what you need to know. Like I say, it is weather here we're talking about. And yeah, you've then got your ice on the side, and presumably on the other side you got one of the other ones, and then the last one on the back, and just beautiful. And now this one is a deck box that's coming in nice and cheap here. You're talking about 500 yen. So converting that one, we see like $3.40 or £2.50. These products are not expensive, not compared to a lot of what we see in the West. Japanese products do tend to be a little bit cheaper, and I think this is a phenomenal set of products. I adore the design on these. So yeah, these are going to be coming out on the 18th. They're going to be things that I think a lot of people in Japan and everywhere else is going to want. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen, if you're trying to get them. They are instigating a virtual queue on the Pokemon Center when these go on sale. So I'm not saying they are going to be ridiculously sought after, but I am saying that Pokemon is at least preparing for that possibility. So that's one cool set of stuff coming out. What else is coming out? Well, we've got ourselves Quagsire sleeves or Clodsire sleeves. It's kind of up to you, honestly, how you come down on these. They're either Quagsire or Clodsire. All I know is I love them and I want them. I'm a big Clodsire dude. I would like these sleeves. For what it's worth, price-wise here, they are exactly the same as the other sleeves. I'm only going to tell you where the prices are different. Like, for instance, for the deck box, because the deck box we've actually got here is a double deck box. And I adore the fact that it's a Quagsire, Clodsire collaboration here. And then they come through as a double deck box. I think that's a lovely little touch, and it is a double deck box. That is how it is described. So it is a little more expensive here. We're talking about 1,600 yen, which shakes out at just under $11, or a tiny smidge over £8. If it's two of them, you've got obviously Quagsire and Clodsire coming in here, and I think it's absolutely wonderful. Again, I have so many deck boxes and sleeves, I definitely don't need any more. I also look at this and it's just like, this is a wonderful design. Who doesn't want this? Frankly, I do, ladies and gentlemen. I do. But then we've got another little pair coming in. Same product, same prices. We've got sleeves and deck box featuring Zorua and Hisuian Zorua. I kind of love the fact here, by the way, that because they're not tied to a particular release, they are able to essentially do whatever they like. You know, when a product comes out with a set, they end up having to match the products that are coming with it to that set. They don't have to do that here because they're not matching it to a particular set. And I think sometimes that lets them get a little more creative. And I'm a very big fan of it. So yeah, same stuff, same prices. Again, we've got a double thing going on here. The big difference is, instead of being Quagsire and Clodsire, we've got Hisuian Zorua and regular Zorua, which is kind of adorable. If you're loving these pairs, I've got wonderful news for you. There's only sleeves on offer, but we do have sleeves for Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix, which are always going to be a little bit special to me, because at the time I got married, just happened to be when Pokemon was selling 2-pack badges of Pikachu and a Poncho, and you get 2 badges in a pack. One was Vulpix, and one was Alolan Vulpix, which means I've kind of got a lot of love for these as a pair of Pokemon. It reminds me of my wedding. And anyone that was there will tell you, my wedding was an awesome wedding. And I know everybody thinks their wedding was an awesome wedding. I'm telling you, my wedding was a particularly awesome wedding. We don't have time to go into it now, but trust me, ladies and gentlemen, my wedding was a particularly awesome wedding. So these sleeves are very cool, but you'll notice, like, everything I'm showing you here, I'm going, oh, I really need to pick this up. I don't have infinite money and I don't need any more sleeves and deck boxes. This product drop is hurting me. Oh, by the way, there is one more set of sleeves which is coming out. It is Pokemon Trainers. Cool. It's called Stardust Besties. It's Team Star. Look at them go. And then you got all the Eevees on there as well. It looks like very much a sticker style of design where someone's taken a bunch of different stickers and stuck them all over. And oh, look, they look really cool. This is one, I imagine a lot of people are going to want these. And also, it's a kind of sleeves where if you've played through Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, if you've got some love for that game, you're going to look at this and go, oh, that gives me so many cool memories. And then you're going to want those sleeves. Yeah, they have absolutely nailed this. This is one of the best product drops they've had in a long time over in Japan. But there's still one more thing that I haven't actually shown you yet, and that is card binder and collection refills, 2 of a kind. And you'll notice here we've got the 2 Zorua, like I've shown you the sleeves and deck box, Quagsire and Clodsire, like I've shown you the sleeves and deck box, Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix, like I've shown you the sleeves. But then we've also got Zigzagoon and Raichu and Goodra, both versions thereof, and they don't get any other products. They are essentially relegated to just being on the binder. And this is where some of you out there who are huge Raichu fans or Goodra fans are going to look at this and be like, hang on a second, you're telling me that Vulpix gets sleeves, and Zorua gets sleeves and a deck box, and Quagsire and Clodsire get sleeves and a deck, and we get nothing? Yes, that is exactly what I'm telling you. I'm sorry. I know there's going to be some disappointed people out there when they realise that they could have had more, but they don't. Price-wise, the binder here is coming in at 1,980 yen. So you're talking here just over $13 and about £10. And then the refills come in at a paltry 700 yen. So 700 yen, you're talking about $4.70 or £3.50. I often come on and show you products and tell you I think they're very cool. A lot of the time when I show you these products, I'm like, there's one or two things I think I need to pick up, but I'm going to be a good boy. When I look at the product drop here, I just don't know how I'm going to be able to resist half of this stuff. This is a particularly good set of products. So good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Unless you're looking at this and you're thinking, Wassy, I don't know what you're on, I'm not impressed. In which case, I think you might have an easier time. Either way, tell me what you think about all of this in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wassy. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Nick Gleason, who's been a supporter of ours for a little while now and seems to be absolutely lovely. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.